do, 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 do. All right, nobody's here yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lesson. Let's see what I got going on. Shout out to Being the Reckoning for showing up. Really appreciate that. Hopefully you know, hopefully you gonna start uploading some gameplay footage on your YouTube whenever you feel. I'm gonna keep asking you about that until you actually do it. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. The good news is the coughing is getting weaker. The bad news is it's getting more frequent. So now I'm guessing that it's just going to be one of those things that I just have. And I hate that because it's uncomfortable. I hate, like, y'all know how much I like talking. So the last thing I want to do is not be able to go a whole sentence without dang near sacrificing a lung. But I'm going to go ahead and do my lesson real quick. T-bowl.
茶碗小麦粉畑の奥です
Komugiko. What is that?
小麦粉
Okay, the flour. The flour is at the back of the shelf. The beef is right in front of the pork.
牛肉はすぐ前
Oh, wait, hold on.
と豚肉はすぐ前のです。
God, I hope I got this right. I ain't got this right, but I don't know what I did wrong. Gyuniku wa. Oh. Okay. Gyuniku wa butaniku no suga umai desu. Okay. Gyuniku wa butaniku no. Nakagasuki.
お腹が空きました。か
Man, I got this wrong. Erica-san. Mo o nakigasu kimashita. Wait, I got that right. No, Erica-san. Oh, okay. I gotta get that Y out of there. Okay, so I got that.
黒胡椒端用の粒上です。
I'm gonna do this later. First time you're ever like gonna see me like rage quit. I'm gonna work on that one. I'm gonna work on that one later. Oh my god. I don't normally do that bad on Japanese lessons, but I think it's just because I'm learning new phrases. Normally I used to take notes, but I don't do that. I need to get back on doing that. So what's going on? How y'all doing? Whoa. Okay, so I am looking. There was this old What a Cartoon sketch that I was looking at that I saw that I remember a while back. It was about this opossum who was trying to like get out the cold, and he just happened to be fancy dimes and floaters. How's it going? That's quite the name. Oh, is okay. It's another. Okay, it's RC again. It's RC. Okay. Swear to God, dude. Like you come up in here with a new name every time. How's it going, dude? You actually know me. Yeah, yeah, you're RC. I had to go and I had to look at your profile to like find you, but it's like like I said, you pop up in here like with a new name like every time. But yeah, so I was looking up this What a Cartoon show, and there was this one short that they had. This possum was trying to live in a mailbox because it was cold, so he's like burning up the mail inside the mailbox. I'm just decent, not super happy or super down. How are you? I'm surviving, man. Yeah, but like the voice actor for that possum actually died this year, and that just bugs me a little bit because he didn't really seem that old. And also, like his name was Thomas Kent Carter, but he went by TK Carter, and it was like he died this year. I don't know. It feels like I went a long time without knowing who this person was, and then when I found out, it's like, dang, that sucks. Also, his voice was just like very, very distinct. There are too many people checking out. If I'm just going to be honest about it, yeah, the best water cartoon was Lowbrow, which became Megas XLR. I never saw that one. I'm not too familiar with that one. Like I said, he doesn't like. It's weird because I actually like knew who he was as an actor. I just never knew his name. So like the way that so it's like, it just, also he was in The Thing. You don't know Megas XLR? No, I do know Megas XLR. I just never saw the show. But I'm talking about I never saw Lowbrow. Jesus Christ, dude. How you have 1 million views? That's insane. Like there's literally nothing like there's literally nothing that I was about to say Megas. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like I never really like, it never really like occurred to me that he passed away. It was just like I'm just genuinely surprised about that. And that was just because I was trying to find out who the voice actor was for that possum. Yeah, because he sounded like you could tell that he sounded like you could tell he sounded like an old black dude. It was actually it really kind of like stuck out to me a little bit. I thought it was kind of dope. He was also voiced by Faizon Love. And I always, would you rather live to be 100 or receive $100 million? $100 million easy. Without question, $100 million. Run me my coin. Like, I'm going to live to be 100 anyway. At least I think, because I think there's just a thing about the more miserable you are, the longer you're gonna live. And it's like I'm in hell every day, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna live to be 100. Give me the money personally. I don't want to be around to see this wicked planet get worse and worse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm 100% do believe that like the more miserable you are, the older you get to be. Because a lot of people who die young, or a lot of people who usually die kind of young, or a lot of people who die around this time frame are usually doing pretty well for themselves. Like they're happy, they're at peace or whatever. Like I feel like you die during your happiest moment too. Like depending on what it is. Ow, my freaking elbow, dude. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to live to see 100 anyway. So yeah, just run me the money. What else? But yeah, also I never saw Megas XLR. I remember hearing about it. It's a good show, but oh man, bro, I hate when they do this. Hold on. It was an American anime made by Western animators, basically. I'm aware. I'm definitely, yeah. Like I said, I'm familiar with the show. I know what it is. I just never actually saw it. the Megas XLR was that chubby guy with the who had that fancy car that could turn into something. It was like that was actually like really good. It made me think of SWATcast a little bit. SWATcast is the one people get upset about still. I don't understand why. SWATcast was a good show. They feel it doesn't get the respect it deserves. It doesn't. It genuinely doesn't. Like SWATcast is actually like SWATcast is one of those shows that I liked because it introduced me to the idea that like normal people can do cool stuff. Because when they weren't the SWAT cats, they were just those two guys working in a junkyard, and they were like just they just like everything they got in the junkyard they just put together to make these amazing upgrades towards their what's what I'm looking for, the ship, not that ship, the plane, the jet. It's actually like really 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 cool to think about because it's like it's one of those things like I feel like if TV shows were watched correctly, people will be a lot smarter. Because like on one hand, you can look at a show like that and be like, oh yeah, explosions, jet dark explosions, dog fights, cool costumes. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Literally the measure of the whole show. You know what I'm saying? It's they literally go through the junk that they get at the junkyard, and they literally put that stuff together to make super weapons out of. It's amazing. It also made me like it also like introduced me to this concept of of um like mechanical engineering being like necessary because like but also it kind of made me like question a domino mask a little bit because like how do people just not know that the SWAT cats are those two guys that work at the what's it called? It's not they never cover the bottom part of their mouths. Like you could tell. It's like that Rey Mysterio effect. But yeah, one man's trash is another man's treasure. That should have been like that should have been a tagline for SWAT cats. You'd be surprised how easy it is to not recognize someone you don't see on the regular. Honestly, yeah. The sad part is I kind of do get that a little bit. I kind of do understand that a little bit because like I'm so used to seeing some people at work, in their uniform that sometimes when they come into work in regular clothes, I don't recognize them. So that kind of tracks a little bit. That kind of tracks a little bit. But yeah, it did make me, for the time that when I was watching the show, it did make me question the Domino mask a little bit. Hold on, my bad, y'all. But yeah, though. But I will say, like, I do think that, like, if you watch TV shows a little bit, I feel like people didn't watch TV shows correctly growing up because it didn't motivate them. It didn't motivate any inspiration from them. Like nobody saw a different world and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to a HBCU." I'm not gonna say that nobody did, but it's like I rarely ever heard anybody go, "I want to go to an HBCU" after watching like a different world. I rarely ever hear anybody saying, "I want to move into the Burbs, the black version of the Burbs," after watching The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It's like I've never seen anybody get motivated to like look into mechanical engineering after watching all of these shows, all these science fiction shows about robotics and technology and things like that. As a matter of fact, it's a complete opposite. People watch the Terminator and was like, "Yo, just be afraid of anything technological that happens from now on." It's just like it's just like people really did just kind of like ultimately take what's wrong with for. They really did kind of just sort of take these how do I go about it? They really did like take shows and stuff. Actually, HBCU enrollment increased because of A Different World. Did it? I'm not aware. I was a kid when A Different World came out, but I do remember like there'll be like some black shows, and like they will always have like some pullover hoodies, and it will always have like black colleges on them, and it was very subtle. But if you look like in some of the frames, there'll always be somebody with like a pullover hoodie, and the pullover hoodie would always have like a HBCU on it or a black college on it. And I remember I noticed that because I saw Southern University on on it. Bro, I really do hope that this cough kills me. I'm tired of this. I'm genuinely tired of this. I hate having this cough. I hate having trouble breathing. Like at this point I just want this cough to kill me. I don't care anymore. I want to die from coughing too much. I don't care. Some people just look at shows for entertainment. Yeah, and that's the thing, it's most people. And it's annoying. Like there's always like these I don't like the idea of I don't like the idea of people just being entertained, because it's like not everything is meant to be entertaining. A lot of people weren't aware of HBCUs until they watched A Different World. Really? Huh. Now that goes over my head a little bit. I was aware. I was always under the impression that people knew what HBCUs were. It just like where I came from, the HBCU that we have is I know of them because I had a black guidance counselor. Okay. When I was growing up, like in the city that I was in, we had LSU and Southern, and the whole concept was that LSU was the college to go to, but Southern was the black college to go to, and so it was kind of like, well, you're from the South, yeah, yeah, that's true. It's like they really like I ain't gonna lie, they really do hammer it home in the South that like being black is different. They really do hammer it home down here, but yeah. I was always under the impression that like everybody just knew of HBCUs but just didn't go there as often or as much. So I remember, like I said, I visited both LSU and Southern back in '94. Oh, really? Yeah, it's changed a lot. I'll tell you that. Both schools changed a lot. My thing is that Dillard Xavier too. Oh, okay, No, she just was just out here just college hunting. Okay. Shoot. Joey said, "Nah, man, I'm going to check out all the colleges before I figure out which one I'm going to go to." I really am sick and tired of coughing. I hate this. I genuinely hate this. I took cough medicine for it. I try to do some of these old school remedies. I just wanted to. I'm gonna. I rather just die. I rather just die. This is uncomfortable. First time I had crawfish was at Southern. Hey, yep. Welcome to Louisiana. I went on a 10-day college tour in Louisiana and Texas. I was on a 10-day college tour in Louisiana and Texas this summer before my senior year with Upward Bound. That's dope. Right now, bleach is a hot topic. I don't understand why. Literally, when I breathe in deep enough and I have to cough. I keep thinking to myself, oh, maybe it's got something in my throat and I'm trying to get it out. No, think about it's just some irritated. I hate this. I wanted to go either to Xavier or University of Houston, but I was scared of hurricanes. The anime adopting the last arc. I don't understand, which is ironic. Yeah, when you say that, considering what I just went through, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like now that you mention it, the Quincy arc of Bleach is airing. Okay, but like people always hated Bleach, so like I want to be surprised by that, but it's like people always hated Bleach. Who cares? It has some changes approved by Kubo added. I'm so sick and tired of changes, bro. Like just make it exactly like what's in the freaking comic. Why? Why? See, that's why I can't watch that's the reason why I don't like watching stuff that has like source material. It's always everything's always being modified and changed and switched up. Forget it. When I say hot topic, I mean people are praising it. Oh. Kubo didn't like some, so he changed them. Okay, I get that. Still annoying. By the way, Jovi, what's Upward Bound? What is that? That sounds familiar. We actually see Shinji's Bankai, for instance. Shinji. I forget who that is. Shinji, that's the dude with the weasel face, right? This is literally going to be. This is going to be my year. This is going to be my whole year. Advisor leader. Oh, okay. I thought he died. Overbound was this program for black and brown high school students who wanted to go to college. Oh, that's fire. So I remember hearing about that. I just don't know what it was. Oh man. YouTube milking you. I've got so many ads. I genuinely don't understand why that is. I'm sorry. Everyone is happy because Orihime whooped butt this episode. That's dope. That's dope. I honestly didn't even know that Bleach was still going on. This anime was announced a few years back. I know about the 1,000 Year Blood War arc thing, but like I didn't know the anime was like still going on. I thought the 1,000 Year Blood War arc thing was like just a movie or something. But because they finally wanted to adapt the final arc, yeah, it's like it just feels like it took forever to do. But man, oh man, I am God, man. They're just really high quality episodes. Okay. Like I said, I thought they were just a movie or something. I'm not completely sure. I think some are longer than 30 minutes and animation is top notch. That's dope. I really hate the fact that I don't have like supernatural abilities to just go into what is messing up my throat and just readjust it or something. Because I don't know what it is that's like messing. I don't know what it is that's like got me coughing like this. I hate it. I hate this feeling. I genuinely hate this feeling. I try to like get rid of it. It doesn't come back. Also, YouTube is not really like doing anything to help me out with this. Like I don't the ads that y'all are seeing or whatever. I'm not getting any money from this stuff. Like I don't. Like I said, I don't really get like that many views or nothing. People, once again, like as I've said multiple times, like I only get paid when I make like $100 worth of views when I make like $100 worth of views on here, and I haven't done that in a while. Like literally, I don't make content for like I don't even make content for money. I just do it because I like doing it. Like I just learned that my streaming when I stream my video games, I don't get I don't get paid for those. Do I get paid on Twitch? No, I don't. I don't even have that many followers on Twitch. I think I have. I don't have that many followers on Twitch. I got like maybe 4. I'm not an affiliate on Twitch. There, go get in the Soul Eater. There's no romance in it. If Soul Eater, that's the one with the kid who's like a scythe, right? Like that's the one where like it got like Death the Kid and that other main character. It's not that it doesn't have romance up in it, but I did see a cute character get like killed up in it. I didn't like that. Because for some strange reason, like Japan really loves killing cute characters. I don't like that. But I did like how they treated Black Star for like a good bit of the series because Black Star was kind of arrogant and mouthy, but like he would get like knocked down a peg every single time he showed up, which I thought was kind of dope because like because he was a good, he really was kind of balanced out. He was annoying and haughty, but he also got his butt kicked a lot, and he only got better. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Naruto or like it's not like Naruto or any of these other series where like it's like I'm the rival character. I'm the and also nothing bad is gonna happen to me ever. You're a loser. You know what I'm saying? It's like so yeah. Yeah, I saw Soul Eater, man. I saw Soul Eater, but like I said, and they killed when that snake chick killed that little mouse lady, in front of that frog lady in order to like scare her into doing what she needed to do. I didn't like that. It's like I get it, she's evil, but like, what is that? What about that is supposed to like? Am I supposed to like her after that? Screw you. Evil character does evil thing exactly, and gets away with it. Oh man. Medusa is dead. What are you talking about? Yeah, but how long did it take her to die from that moment? I mean, I know the series is over, if I'm not mistaken. Like wasn't Soul Eater supposed to be like the premise towards that Fire Force series or something? Fire Force is a prequel. Oh, okay. I figured. I thought it was like the other way around. Yeah. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta freaking. Hold on. Close the door? What are you talking about? Medusa suffers defeat and gets injured. She dies, and major villain is defeated early. I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Close the door for what? I can't see nothing. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The bathroom door. You want Medusa to die after killing the mouse witch? Oh, okay. Medusa immediately dies in your version. Then what about the plot witch Crona having to rescue them on a sewer awakening? Her killing the mouse was just that, a kick the dog moment. You aren't supposed to like her afterwards. I don't. I'm more annoyed because of the fact that characters get away with crap like that way too much in the story. I That's the reason why I kind of hate fiction now. I get it. Evil character exists. Evil character does evil thing and gets away with it. I'm just tired of seeing that. Like I'll watch Nichijou. Like I watched Nichijou before I watch like a lot of these shonen series. Like I'll watch like what's that? This is one show I was watching, and it was just like it was called a Mushishi. It's like no douchebag monsters up in there, just random anomalies that Homeboy just has to like sort of take care of or whatever. How did Medusa get away with it? By killing the thing in the first place and not getting smoked afterwards. She got her body destroyed by Stein. Then when trapped in the child's body, is repeatedly humiliated. Oh, I didn't know that. again, you want her immediately dead, and then the plot comes to a halt because the main villain is already dead because they killed one character. I'm just trying to understand the writing. Yep. Once again, dude, I told you before, I prefer Powerpuff Girls, not psychopaths. I'm not having this discussion I can't have this discussion every single time, dude. You should know it by now. What the heck's going on with my computer? Even Powerpuff Girls isn't like that every episode. So what are you talking about? Yeah, but it's like that for most of the episodes. That's why it's so confusing. They're also completely different genres. I get that. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to see some jerk win. I'm not trying to see a jerk win and then like continue to win the entire time. I'm trying to see a jerk lose and get beaten up. You know, like one of the reasons why I kind of like Fist of the North Star is because like even though like there's a lot of atrocities that's committed in Fist of the North Star, when Kenshiro finds out, he starts like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. He starts pummeling them. And I'm talking about he pummels them to a point where they just explode. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking just you know what I'm saying? Like, granted, the bad guy does like sort of get away with committing an atrocity before that happens. It's like, you know, I don't care. Like, the beatdown is worth it. The beatdown is like worth watching because it doesn't feel like it took too long for the beatdown to actually happen. It feels like I didn't have to wait like 64 plus episodes or something for it to happen. It's like, you know, Kenshiro found out about something that happened and he whooped that behind. You would have a point, except even Kenshiro has villains he struggles with. I don't know. I'm aware of Rao. Rao is his oldest brother. Of course, Rao is going to be like, of course, like, you know, and that's why I hate Rao. I hate Rao. I don't like Rao, and I hate anybody who does like Rao. You know? And I don't care about, and I'm not trying to watch a series. I'm not trying to watch Fist of the North Star to see Kenshiro have struggles with somebody who is a total sociopath. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid. Write it so that they beat his behind too. Like, I'm aware that Rao is strong and everything like that, but I don't care about Rao being strong. I want to see him get beat the crap up. I don't care about you know, Rao is a sociopath. Yeah, he is. Wasn't he like he was enslaving people. Whatever, man. Rao was enslaving people, dude. No, wait. No, who am I thinking of? It was Rao. No. Was it Rao? Yeah, Rao was enslaving people. All right. What made Rao a bad guy in the series then? The fact he was ruthless. He clearly loved Toki, therefore he isn't. Yeah, okay, whatever. Once again, I'm not. Yeah, the fact that he was ruthless. Yeah, totally cool to be ruthless. Totally cool to be ruthless. I hate Rao just that much more. So I wish somebody. I wish, like, you know, the writers. I wish the writers hated him enough to put him through a freaking blender. Instead, they're like, no, he's the villain. He has to be like super strong. This is too much. We can't have our precious villain getting beaten up like 5 seconds into his introduction. We have to make sure that he is the super strongest character ever. There's a reason why I stopped watching Grappling Baki. Bro, you look absolutely ridiculous right now. I'm just saying. Like you do. We need our main villain to be the strongest character in the story. Always. Okay? He has to be evil and he has to be evil and untouchable. It's like, yeah, whatever. You know, like in real life. Nothing about that describes Rao. Rao isn't untouchable. Rao isn't untouchable. Rao isn't untouchable. Okay. He's not like the strongest character in the story. Dude's horse is a force of nature. Rao barely beat Ray, who was warrior Thouser. He lost clear as day to Kenshiro. His much eviler brother was a bigger threat and actually lacked Rao's noble qualities. If you're talking about his much eviler older, are you talking about Jagi? Are you talking about Jagi? Jagi who cheats in a fight. Jagi. I'm so sick and tired of having this cough, man. Yeah, Rao is noble. Okay. Once again, why was he the villain then? He just was. He was just minding his own business, and all of a sudden they just said, "You know what? You're the bad guy now." He's like, "All right, maybe we'll get this big old horse." Oh man. You don't have to like him, but he isn't a sociopath. Rao cried fighting Toki. The wolf Kiba is a sociopath. Jagi is a sociopath. Once again, what did Rao? All right, what's the most evil thing that Rao did? I'd argue the prison warden is more of a sociopath. What's the most evil thing that Rao did? Man, his destruction of rival martial artists by breaking them and locking them in prison. Okay, and there's nothing sociopathic about that. Homeboy out here doing the Akuma. Homeboy out here doing the Akuma, and I'm like, it's just like, yeah, he's not that bad. Because the sociopath would have no feelings, but he clearly does. Okay. No one said what he did isn't bad. He just isn't a sociopath. Okay. This is if every villain is defeated in 5 seconds, I'm really interested in seeing how your work is going to be. Trust me, dude. You're really not. You're not going to like what I write. As I've said multiple times before, you're not going to like what I write because of the fact that the bad guys don't win in my stuff. Because if the bad guys win in my stuff, then something really bad happens. Because my bad guys are genuinely evil people who do genuinely evil things. Like I'm talking, they harm children, they go after people for their skin color, they go after people, they cannibalize people, they do all types of like horror movie style, psychologically like just evil, evil stuff. So if they win, something bad has to happen. Some bad happens and I'm trying to make sure, and I'm writing something, you're really living a bubble. I don't get it. But my logic is that, like, I'm trying to make, like, literally the plot of my stories are stop these bad guys before they do the stuff that they're going to do. Like, I'm not going to have, like, bad guys in my story that's going to be like, oh, they're just doing a little something bad. No, no, no. All my villains are evil. All my villains are cruel, like, mindless attack animals. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking like MAGA, and I'm talking about like MAGA, but worse. It's like because like, but like also it's just because of what do you mean I live in a bubble? What do you mean I live in a bubble? Sounds really predictable after a while, and that's fine. It's supposed to be predictable because the idea is you. I want people to read my story and go, I really don't want this villain to win. Because if you want a villain of mine to win, then that means you want somebody to be hurt. That means that you want a child to get hurt, or you want a lot of stuff you said happens in other works. Yeah, but those villains win. Those villains succeed. Mine won't. That's the point. That's the reason why I know for like you're not gonna like what I write because like my villains won't succeed. They do not always succeed. Okay. I didn't say they always succeed. I say they just succeed. My villains will not because my villains are going to because like if my villains succeed, then something bad has to happen to somebody else. And I don't want people to read my stuff and be like, oh wow, they got to, I don't want to read my story and be like, oh, they got away with it. No. Because like a lot of my story is going to have like racism in it. My story is going to have like, bigotry up in it. My story is going to have cruelty up in it. It's going to have like terrible stuff. Like you're not going to look at this and be like, well, why didn't the bad guy just win that one time? I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. The story would have been better. Nah, I don't want to hear any of that crap. I don't want to hear any of that. You think if villains succeed is the only thing that makes people happy or something? Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Because people like evil stuff. The biggest cannibals and evil people reading this, angry about this. That's very limited and bubble living. All I'm saying is that like every majority of the fiction communities that I have encountered, the majority of the fiction communities that I have encountered are just evil people who like bad guys winning. And I want to write and I want to make those people as upset and as uncomfortable as possible. I don't think they'll really care. Good. Da, 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 da. That's the point. I want this. I want my story to upset bigots. I want my story to upset right wingers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I want them to. I want those people to be upset at what they're reading. And if they don't read it, and the people who do read it aren't bad, they just find it predictable. Well, that's on them. Oh man, this is so predictable. I didn't want. I oh wow, the good guy wins again. I don't like this story anymore. Okay, then don't read it. Shut up. Okay, then don't read it. I didn't I didn't make this for you. You want the bad guy to win? Go watch it. Go read any other thing. One extreme to the other. I'm just saying. Fairy Tale is super popular to the general public. The hate is mostly online. Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Dang near every arc introduces a villain who at the end is defeated by the power of friendship. Yeah, I'm aware of that because fans used to complain about it all the time. It's like how dare they? It's like how dare the villain lose by the power of friendship? I'm tired of that. It's like, the villains are always defeated, yeah, but they still have moments of looking strong. I don't care about that. Yes, because every arc you defeat the villain due to friendship power, not even saying the villain needs to win, just switch up the formula. Whatever. Like, but the standard anime fan just hates the idea of friendship anyway. They're just mean as hell. I mean, let's not act like the standard anime fan is not just a mean person who doesn't like the idea of having friends anyway. Like they literally just think that they're the edge lord, and they literally think that like being an edge lord and being mean spirited is like the coolest thing. All anime fans, I said most. I said most. I didn't say all. I said most. If that was the case, One Piece wouldn't be popular. But every villain in One Piece isn't defeated due to Nakama, it so it doesn't grate people's nerves. I mean, ultimately they kind of are. They kind of are. It just doesn't. Most is still pretty generic. That doesn't seem true. Like I said, you and I seen different things in those groups that we were in. You and I clearly saw different things in the groups that we was in. I saw I saw mean spirited sociopaths getting ticked off because, like, hey, ready for Thanksgiving? Yes, I am definitely ready for these midterms. Can you name me a successful series where every villain is defeated in less than a minute? No, I can't, because that never happens. Villains don't lose. I mean, I'm not gonna say that they don't lose. They don't lose like often. They don't lose like they take forever to knock down. Like God dog, like the freaking going up Luffy versus Kaido took like may as well have taken like the whole year. And right now we're at like what Luffy versus I'm guessing the last bad guy. Not every villain. It just takes them forever, bro. It's like seriously. Like one of the things I don't like about One Piece is that like there's always like a big fight going on, and like literally I go by the manga, not by the anime, but it's like literally it's like next chapter. It's like in this chapter, one punch is thrown after years of after like multiple pages of screaming. nothing actually is like the fight is still going on. Another chapter. The fight is still going on. Another chapter. The fight is still going on. There's a cool flashback, but also the fight is still going on. That's on Toei and their bad pacing. I don't, whatever, man. Oh, so you're in that stage. Sorry, a lot of us like epic fights. Frieza versus Goku or Namek, epic. Naruto versus Pain, epic. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying that it's not epic. I'm just saying it takes so dang long. It's like I'm not even like I'm just saying it took so long. And like but it's like, you're watching the show and it feels like all that happened in that chapter is 3 punches were thrown and then it's like the end of the thing. It's like, by the way, the fight is still going on. It's gonna take a minute, so you may as well go get yourself a sandwich or something. Because that fight is still happening. I can't believe this year is almost over. Neither can I, honestly. Literally, we're at the home stretch. That's on the writers. I'm not denying, like, that's the thing. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of that. Like, that kind of, like, one of the big reasons why, like I don't really watch, like, most fiction nowadays is because, like, I get fatigued. I get exhausted. It's like, it really doesn't feel like there'd be some times in the chapters where it just feels like nothing is going on or nothing is happening. Don't forget to like the live, y'all. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though, is that like one of the things, it just feels like nothing is happening. And it's just like, it feels like it's just taking forever to get to like just another part. It's like in this chapter, one punch was thrown again, another punch was thrown. It's like I like the idea that they kind of put like 3 different angles into one thing. And one of the few things I can't appreciate about fictional series that have multiple characters is that like, well, then take a break until the fight is over. That's what I'm doing. That's one reason why I don't watch. That's the reason why I don't participate in most fiction no more. Like I feel like I have to wait a whole year to read everything because okay, now it's getting interesting. It's like 8 chapters in and they're still just fighting each other. All right. I'm not bored or anything. Like the fight isn't interesting. Not to me, dude. It's like, but then again, like I read the manga. I don't watch the anime. I don't watch anime. I read the manga. But even then, it's like it takes forever, bro. A fight should be 5 chapters. It sure as hell should be 20. That's all I'm saying. Like there was that one chapter. What was it? Like it was Luffy versus Big Mom's kid. I forget. People love One Piece fights. Of course they do, because they like fighting in general, man. They like fighting in general, dude. Like I'm trying to like what was that kid's name? What was that guy's name? Charlotte something. Like he was a guy with this thing. Yeah, Katakuri, right? And that fight took forever, bro. Like, oh my god. That fight, man, I was exhausted like that entire fight, bro. It's like, really? Seriously? It's still going on? Like I had to stop reading One Piece for like 6 months because of that. It's like, God, dog. It's like, yeah, they're still punching each other. Okay. So basically, if a villain isn't getting pummeled bad, no, yeah, basically, yeah, that's my perspective. Yeah, it's like I understand like fights being epic nowadays, but it's like, bro, that stuff takes so long. Like I don't. Maybe you should diversify your manga selections. I do. That's the reason why I watch stuff like Nichijou and that this one series about this kid who apparently gets like distracted in class and he just does like silly stuff like while the class is going on, like just basic like stuff like that. Like this is one series I'm checking out. This is one series I was checking out. It was basically like oh God, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, like I don't. But yeah, like, do you like Jason Statham? He's okay. I never really like took a. He always struck me as British, as a British version of what they wanted Vin Diesel to be. He's not a bad actor though. But yeah, like I don't really like watch a lot of like shonen series no more. I'm the only series I'm watching right now is Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's only because I'm trying to just finish it. I'm trying to finish it because I started it so long ago. But even then, I hate Darts. Darts is like really annoying because he's like this. He's just unstoppable for no for stupidest reasons. It's like, ugh. My favorite movie by him is Homefront and Beekeeper. Those are two movies I never heard that. Back and forth isn't what's up. It's just always one side of beat down. Yeah, dude. Once again, give me Powerpuff Girls. I'm not looking for psychopaths. Um, Beekeeper. That's wow. Was that like a smaller movie? I have like no clue. Like that's a new one for me. But then again, like I never really like followed Statham. Like the only movie I'm familiar with Statham being in was the Expendables and I think was it called Transporter? The one where the one where he had like a heart condition and he had to like keep his heart beating because if he didn't he'd die or something. So he ended up like getting his girlfriend to like perform on him like out in the middle of nowhere. Like the Bacaloid say hello. It's not every. I'm aware that Powerpuff Girls didn't have that every episode, but they had it in enough episodes for me to appreciate it. It's not like how it is in like Mojo says hello in the episode he copied the girl's powers. Once again, I know that is not every episode, dude. But it's not like how it is in a standard anime where the bad guy like punches the good guy in the face, and then for like 80% of the series, just never gets his lick back. Because I'm brooding in the shadows, and nobody will ever know that I smacked the good guy. I got away with it. What was that in? Freaking Demon Slayer, dude. How long did it take for Homeboy to get his lick back? Because Naraku frequently gets hit by Inuyasha. I don't remember that. Man, Naraku was like good at getting away from Inuyasha. Ain't no way. Yeah, don't tell me that lie, bro. Naraku used to like stay not getting smacked. He pop up just to be like, he popped up just to be like, oop, got me that time. Got me that time. Nope, nope. Yeah, I go. Oh, you got me. Almost had me though. Almost had me though. You almost had me. I gotta go. Homeboy will pop up with that baboon outfit and be like, "Yeah, dog. Hey, just let you know, I'm gonna get you again a couple of. I'm gonna get you again a couple of episodes." Oh, what? Oh, That Phantom Blade Zero, like, cool. This is Craig talking. That Phantom Blade Zero was like, cool. This is Craig talking. Hey, okay, good to see you, Craig. There was a whole arc dedicated to dude hiding because the Shomaru and Inuyasha beat him. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like the first 3 times I saw Naraku, he was not getting swung on at all. He just pop up, like some shenanigans would happen. He'd pop up and be like, "What up, y'all?" And they'd be like, "Ooh, I'm about to knock you out," and then he like dip. So yeah, I guess it didn't finish the whole series because it just felt like that ad nauseum. He had to run away for getting obliterated with diamonds by Inuyasha. Yeah, he had to run away. Whoa. Ooh, can't do that. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. I mean, you tried to, but you can't. Gotta go. 23 skedaddle. Run away after getting obliterated. Bro, I did not see this dude get paused on him one time, dog. It wasn't until like much later, man. I don't remember seeing this dude get pawed up or nothing. Did you miss the obliterated part? All I know is that Homeboy was really just he wasn't getting that work, bro. It's like, and that would be like, that was the thing in most anime too, man. Homeboys would just like literally just be out here like, hey, I did something bad to y'all. What y'all gonna do about you missed me. You missed me. Gotta go. Y'all ain't gonna see me again for another 10 episodes. I watched Inuyasha, and yes, he did. What are you talking about? Like I said, maybe I didn't see it. Like I said, like after the first few times when that happened, I stopped watching. That Phantom Blade Zero looks cool. Phantom Blade Zero? Are you talking about Inuyasha? Oh, a video game? Word. You clearly need to watch only 12 episode series. Nothing where the series is constantly ongoing. Probably. But yeah, that's why I don't really watch a lot of that stuff no more, man. Rumiko stated she was trying to drag Inuyasha on. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how the money. That's how you get your money. I get it. How's it going, Eddie Checo? Naraku dies. How does the series continue? Just bring in another bad guy? I mean, it literally takes place in like a demon riddle society. It's like, glad to hear it. Man, I don't feel so good. I gotta go to work tomorrow. This sucks. Hold on. Naraka dies. It's going good. Naraka was the main antagonist who directly hurt the cast. He was to be the final antagonist. We get other antagonists besides him. Some work for him, some are independent. I really hope. I'm really happy to be going to work tomorrow. I'm glad to hear that. That's like. I hope that I hope that your time at work is actually pretty pretty okay, especially with all the stuff that's going on. You know, we see Naraku develop a hatred and fear of Kagome when she used her sacred arrows to destroy his body. He was only a head and chest when Kagome was done. I hate working sick. Yeah, I do too. It's not fun. He gets beat up by the brothers and has to hide for the whole arc just to get a new body. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like I say, I never see him get pieced up. But all I see him running and hiding, and I see him running and hiding, and that's, I mean, he's good at it. But yeah, I hate working sick too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I hate the fact that it's like, because here's the thing, I go to training Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and in training I do cardio. So what the hell are you saying? I'm saying I didn't see him get. I'm saying I didn't see him get his P. I didn't get see him get mollywopped. They say COVID coming back. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we got like we already got like the measles. You got measles, cyclospora. I mean, why not bring back COVID? I mean, yeah, let's go. We're gonna have runny behinds and coughing and whatever going on. He doesn't get pieced up. I said I didn't see him get pieced up. By the way, Jovi, how's the weather where you're at? Unfortunately for you, most people keep watching something to see it happen. They develop attachment to the characters, care about the story. Yeah, I used to do that too. Until like it just became it just like I'm not trying to see. Like I said, I'm not trying to see like bad guys. I'm not trying to see bad guys just get away with it. It's like my brain is immediately saying, "Whoop his behind, whoop his behind, smack him up." Is in the 70s. I'm glad to hear that. It keeps them coming back to watch, even if something goes wrong. You just want bad guys to lose. Nothing else matters. Exactly. You don't care about anything else. Otherwise, you wouldn't drop shows so easily. You're absolutely right. I want to see bad guys lose. Like if I want to see bad guys win until they lose, then I would just literally continue watching the news, which unfortunately I do. It's like I watch fiction. I participate in fiction to try to get away from reality, not to embrace it. It's like evil's always winning. I'm tired of that. Shoot. I need to watch There's Something About Mary. That was one of my favorite movies back in the day. It was stupid though. That was a stupid movie, but it was funny. But I think I only liked it. I think I also liked it because of the that Bloodhound Gang song. And then along comes Mary, 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 did I? Something, 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 dun, 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 got her name, got her name, got her name. Dun, 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 but I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Not a hefty cone, this is sweet as the punch. Sweet as the punch. Did you watch Ten Dragon with Jackie Chan yet? I have not. I have not, but I'm going to eventually. I've been busy. I've been busy and I've been tired. Um, I've been busy, I've been tired, and I've been sick. But I do intend on watching it though because that was a like Jackie Chan. That was cool. That was a movie I did want to watch when I was younger too. And like looking back, is it? Let me check to see where it is while I'm at it. Okay, I found out where I can watch it at. It's not. I don't. See, it's on Tubi. I can. It's on Tubi. I got Tubi. Oh man. Oh man. Show of hands of who's up in here, by the way. Let's see, because I got Bane the Reckoning, Charlie and Craig, Jovi. I'm going to assume that RC is probably. I'm going to assume that RC is funny. Yeah, it's a comedy movie. I figured as much. I remember like seeing a trailer for it when I was a kid and thinking to myself, how are they going to have him play two people? You know. I also like the idea of because you rarely ever see Jackie Chan like play somebody who likes fighting. Yeah, it's also like he also rarely ever plays the role of somebody who likes fighting. So it's kind of like you got like sweet Jackie, and then you got Jackie who wants to punch people in the mouth. And I'm like, hey, I like that because he's always doesn't want to he always doesn't want trouble. And in this one, he plays a role of somebody who doesn't want trouble and somebody who is down for trouble. I remember that. That's why I was surprised when he actually did a serious role. Yeah, it's like it's always kind of surprising to see him like play a role where it's like he does like fighting. There was one Jackie Chan movie I remember watching. It was called Who Am I, where he was like, he had like amnesia. Before it was a completely serious movie. Never saw that one. Did you ever watch the Jackie Chan animated series? Yes, I did. The one where you mo gui gui fights these out. Jackie does a lot of his own stunts. I like that show. Come on, man. Kill me. Just kill me. Seriously. Just like wrap it up. Wrap it up. Yeah, I liked the one. I like the idea of the talismans giving people like separate powers and stuff like that. I thought that was dope. I also like the idea that I also like the concept of a home of the dragon person being like stuck inside that statue and having to manipulate everything from outside that statue. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, Jackie Chan Adventures. That was a good show. I also like that when Toru became a good guy. I don't know what it was, but like seeing Toru go from like the silent enforcer character to the guy to like somebody who just happened to be like working under Uncle. Yeah, it really did kind of make me like interested in like stuff like the Chinese zodiac and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that was a good show. I kind of, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Jackie Chan actually voiced Jackie up in there. I think he did for like maybe the first couple episodes, and then because he was so busy, they had to like do it for other. They had to like have a sound alike. I'm not sure, but yeah, between that show and Shaolin Showdown, I remember those were like really fun shows to watch back in the day. I got angry skills. You got mad skills. That's what I said. Did the Jackie Chan Adventures come on Disney or Cartoon Network? I think it came on Disney. No, it came on WB, I think. I want to say it came on WB. Bad day. oh no, bad day, bad day. Samurai Jack used to be that show. It really was. Samurai Jack was one of the few shows where I actually kind of like tolerated the idea of the bad guy getting away with it. It's like I could sort of like I could kind of accept the fact that like Samurai Jack was that show where Aku got away with it, but it was like it was only I think it was because of the fact that like every single time Aku was showed up, he just get whooped. It's like majority of the time he just get whooped. The sword. Rest in peace, Mako. Mako. God, I got that wrong. Also, I think another reason why I liked Samurai Jack was because the main character was voiced by Phil Lamar of all people, because Phil Lamar is just great. Between Phil Lamar, Keith David, Cree Summer, you could argue Chris Sabat. Who's the guy who voiced Bender? Is it D. Bradley Baker? I want to say Bender is voiced by D. Bradley Baker. I can name so many voice actors, but it's only because like a few of them I met at anime conventions, and also I just followed some of their careers. But yeah, Keith David, Cree Summer, Phil Lamar, D. Bradley Baker, Chris Sabat, the late Greg Ayers. I wonder what Ty Havercourt is up to now. I asked my son if he has considered being a voice actor. Which son? Like being a voice actor is fun too, but it's like word. I'm trying to think of was it D. Bradley Baker? Was it? Like I said, I'm just Phil still living nights. Phil still living. Phil Lamar, I want to say he is. I want to say he still works too, but like I'm not sure. I want to say he's still living though, yeah, because he yeah. I feel like if Phil Lamar died, we'd know. Yeah, Phil Lamar was at he was at one of the conventions in Houston, like I want to say last year, and I kind of kicking myself for missing that convention because I'm kind of kicking myself for missing that convention because it was Phil Lamar, Mick Foley, the APA, so many people that I've always wanted to see. So many people I've always wanted to see, and I just didn't go, and it was because I was terrified of driving that far at the time. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what's Cree? I didn't know Cree Summer was there, but yeah. But yeah, I actually still do want to be a voice actor. It's just challenging to do it. He was a judge at the voice actor event at DreamCon this year. Cartoons was cooler back then. We had a lot to watch. Tony Weaver Jr. and Carl Jones were co-hosts. Yeah, that's dope actually. Man, I would love to be a voice actor for that stuff, man. That'd be so dope. Even American Dragon was great, and so I remember the song. I never saw that one. How often do I submit recordings for my roles? I don't do it no more, but like I don't do it anymore. But I used to. Like I used to do it like every other. I used to do it like every other week. There was this website called BehindTheVoiceActors.com. I don't know if it's still around or not. I don't know if I even still have my account with it. But like that's what I was doing and trying to get my work out there. But like I was discouraged because like I was doing it for so long and nobody like no like I got nothing back. It was actually kind of and a lot of stuff was like a lot at the time too. A lot of stuff that they was looking for was like parody actors, because I don't know if y'all remember, but that was that I don't know if y'all remember, but like Team Four Stars Dragon Ball Z parody thing that was like really popular. So everybody was doing like silly parody stuff. So they weren't really looking for like voice actors. They weren't really looking for like voice actors for like original projects. It was just doing like silly parody stuff, and it was like, hey, can you sound like this character? And I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I would rather. I want to like voice an original character and use whatever voice I feel like doing. Can't lie, man. Love it. Just sucks up bump into her on occasions. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're referring to, buddy. I still remember I got hate on because I didn't like Digimon. I can assure you, if you ever go to who works at my job that I messaged you about, okay. Oh, right, right. Oh no. I now have a hater in the chat. Oh, how often do you stitch reels on IG, TikTok, or voice acting challenges? I don't do that. I haven't done that in a while. What do you mean? Who's the hater in my chat? Cause I can't see. I got live chat on, but I can't see anything. Okay, so I'm putting voice acting on hold. I am. I am. I was telling Charlie and Craig they have a hater in me right now because they don't like Digimon. Oh, okay. I feel like Chuck and Craig wouldn't understand it. Like there's clearly like it's clearly like an exclusive thing. The only reason why the big reason why I like Digimon is because they talked. When I realized that the Pokemon didn't talk, that kind of like sort of bugged me a little bit, but I still liked it because cute animals. But I remember like Digimon Adventure is my favorite of all time. Oh God, man, I really don't want to go to work tomorrow. This really sucks. I'm dreading work. I really am dreading work right now. Like it's really kind of depressing me like because like it's not even the work. It's not even work. It's just like after I go to work, I have to go to training like afterwards. So it's literally like that's like my whole day. So I wake up, I go to work, then I get home. Like that's how my day goes when I have training. I wake up, I go home. I wake up, I go to work. Then I get done with work. I go home. Shower up, get everything situated. Then I go straight to training. Then I go straight to training. And depending on how long training is, I usually be there like all day. And it's cardio, so it's like I'm just getting like my butt kicked the entire time. I'm getting my butt kicked the entire time because I'm bad at cardio. Give me a second, y'all. Isn't that what you wanted to do? The voice acting? Are you talking about the voice acting or my training? It's not that I don't want to do training. It's not that I don't want to do training. I'm not lamenting about training. It's just challenging. That's all. It's just challenging because like I'm really, really, really bad at cardio. And I realize now that I'm bad at cardio, voice acting, yes, I do want to do voice acting and I have tried. And I guess I'm more discouraged about it because it feels like I'm just not gonna ever I'm not gonna ever like find that role. But like when it comes to but when it comes to like wrestling, I'm just more or less agitated with myself because of how badly I can't do cardio, and I think it's because I have trouble breathing. Like if I take too deep of a breath in, now I'm like now I'm like coughing and gagging and stuff. I just had to keep auditioning. That's the plan, but like that's the plan, but much, much, much later when I actually have like equipment that I can use because the computer I have right now is like full of stuff right now. I don't think I have asthma. I don't know. I don't think I have asthma, but I do know that like if I breathe in deep enough, like there's something here. There's something here, and every single time I breathe in, this part gets irritated. So I think it's because there's either something here or this part is just as either you're a writer. Have you thought about creating your own character? That's what I actually was trying to do when I was living with the. That's what I was trying to do in Georgia. But like the thing was, I can't draw, so I can't draw. So I really, really, really was hoping that like my homies in Georgia would help me out with that, and it just didn't.
Like I have my own stories that I'm working on. I have my own things that I want to do. But like it's just simply a matter of just like being able to know how to create the stuff and animate in order to be able to do it. You can do that without drawing though. I really can't. You talking about like making sketches and skits and stuff? Did they give a reason why they didn't help? No, it was just busy. They were just busy. They were just busy. Like they just had other things to do. Like our schedules just never like really our schedules have never really synced up like that. And I do sketches on and I do plenty of sketches. I do play like I do my shorts on YouTube all the time. Only problem is that like, write a short script conversation between two people and voicing it. Yeah, that's how I used to do. That's how I used to do it like way back and like my older stuff. But like, once again, people just didn't care. So it's not that like, it's not really that I stopped. It's not really that I gave up on it. It's just that I just stopped doing it because a whole bunch of other stuff that came about. Me trying to stream now is ultimately me trying to get back into it. That's the reason why That's the reason why I'm playing like the old school Final Fantasy right now. Is because I can voice the characters just at random. I'll start making suggestions. No, no, no. You're doing a great job. Actually, you are helping out. No, I just want you to know. It's like I'm working on it. It's just a challenge. It's like everything is just a challenge right now. Granted, you aren't a hot girl, but the girl from Obsession was talking about how rough it was for her before her big break with that. That part is always gonna like go over. That part is always gonna go over my head because I just assume that life is just easier for like attractive women. It's one of my like worst biases. I mean, granted, like you're gonna have to always worry about people trying to take a grab at you, but also before they try to take a grab at you, they're gonna give you the whole world. She said how before Obsession she was a Twitch streamer barely getting by. Yep, that's how it happens. I think she was a freaking dog sitting on the side. I only hear like Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to before I came across the darts chapters. Just so you know, Jovi, you are actually helping. It's just like a lot of stuff that you're suggesting. I have done or trying to do. I do get discouraged a lot though. That's like one of my worst problems is that like if it doesn't happen as quickly as I would like for it to, it like I get like I kind of get into my feelings about it, and I just say, well, it doesn't look like it's for me then. Dart's just completely filler. Yeah, he was. It's just like it took forever, and it was like yes, he's not. It took his arc took forever, and he was like completely like just, and he was just like untouchable. I hated that. Kaiba also loses in Battle City and never comes back in the manga. Yeah, he also doesn't beat Joey. I should have read the manga. That I used to collect their cards. Sorta. Because I was actually like trying to get into. I was actually trying to get into it, but the game is like very, very, very complicated. Yeah, like there's like way too much stuff that you can do. I remember like the game was already complicated before, and then it only got more complicated like down the line. There used to be something called like lightning links. No, like it used to be like links and then like chains and stuff like that. And it would just be like it used to be like like you could like use a card and then you could use a card in between turns, and it was it was a whole lot, man. I played a video game version. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The video game versions of Yu-Gi-Oh was actually fun as heck. I used to love them games. It felt weird, like seeing it. It felt weird, like playing the games and not seeing some of the characters in the series until later. Because I was thinking that the games were like the TV series, and they weren't. There's this wrestler named Nyla Rose. She is a big Pokemon card fan, and her when she's not like posting up thirst traps, she's literally showing herself like just ripping the cards and just showing people what the cards are and stuff like that. I think it's called a pack rip. Jay and hobbies don't have them much anymore. Well, not ours. I get that. Okay. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. God dog, it's already been 2 hours? Holy crap. Okay, man. I am okay, there's three of y'all up in here. So it's Bane the Reckoning, Jovi, and Charlie and Craig. I kind of do want to go ahead and get started on this game real quick. I kind of, like I said, obviously, once again, the big reason why I don't really like, the big reason why I kind of don't like doing these is because every so often I find myself getting distracted and there's like a lot of dead space where I'm just not doing anything or saying anything. And, the gaming, something completely different. So I'm going to go ahead and get this game started because I feel like gaming now. And so I'm going to go ahead and call it. Man, let's see if I can get through this closing without coughing. So just know you're more than a person. You are an experience. You can either choose to be a good experience, a bad experience, or no experience whatsoever. Definitely recommend being a good experience or no experience, because why be a bad experience and be a 2 + 2 to 10 on somebody else's bad day? With that being said, spread love and spread peace. And if we can't do any of that, spread nothing. Sometimes some people need nothing in their lives because they got like all this other craziness going on. And, just be good to each other. Be kind to each other. Show each other compassion and love and honor and all this and all that. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this game started so I can start start this new chapter. But love and peace to every single one of y'all out there, and we'll talk again soon.